Hi there. I wanted to talk for a moment about people not sleeping well, myself included. So let's all talk with ourselves about this. So, feeling into the bare basic necessities of life, you need to get some good rest. You feel so much better when you have a good night's rest. So, I know, who am I? I'm your mom. No, I'm talking to my own self too. So I'd like for you to think about what you're doing to get yourself ready to go to sleep. And I'd like to think for you to think about, because I'm learning about this too. So feeling into, am I really going to be able to go to sleep? And yes, you are. And the idea of how can I set myself up for success? So I'd like to encourage you to have some video free time. I'd like to encourage you to have some time without electronics. I know I have like 6 books next to the bed. So the idea of doing a little self-care concept, I set an alarm really, really early so that I know, oh, if I'm out with friends, I can say, oh, you know what? That's my alarm. It's time for me to get moving. And so that gives me another 20 minutes, half an hour to go home, pay the check, go home, and get myself into that mindset. So I want to encourage you to think about whether or not it's possible for you to control your own thoughts. And yes, it is. So you find yourself going, oh, I'll never get to sleep tonight. Well, cancel that thought. Last night I was so exhausted, but I still was awake. So I'd like for you to think about changing some things with how you talk to yourself. So talking to yourself about getting a good night's sleep is really fun too. So treat yourself just like you treat a sweet child, just like you should treat your own self, just like you treat your dear, dear friends. So think about that. Take a little time for yourself and actually focus on that. So I'm talking to myself as well. Sometimes I forget. So I'd like to encourage you to do some self-care. I'd also like for you to take in a breath with me, and let's just be a little mindful together. Notice behind me it's dark, so this is my last thing to do before I turn all the electronics off. So I'd like for you to feel into your amazing body. I'd like for you to realize that you have this incredible heart, and that's who you are. You are that divine love. You're here with a divine purpose. You're here to bring love to the world. So what would that be like if you started with bringing love to yourself? So let's think about that. I've had several clients this past week who are having issues like that. So here we go. A nice deep breath. Another nice deep breath. And allowing maybe your imagination, your creativity, to feel what your heart is actually like, to feel into, maybe feel your attention focusing on your lungs filling with air. That's a nice way to start with relaxing. And then I'd like for you to feel into the idea of being allowed to let some things go. So I have an alarm set and I do like 20 different things. It's kind of nice to have a ritual written down too. So check on the dryer, laundry in the dryer and washer. Make sure things are turned on or off before you go to bed. The idea of getting ready for your next day, setting out some clothes if you're not a real morning decision maker. So those things set you up to succeed. Having a routine is really fun and important. So that's just my little note. And we're still taking deep breaths, right? So let's go ahead, close your eyes, and I'd like for you to feel your eyes looking up, imagining that you're totally connected with the earth beneath you and the room around you. And then as your eyes look up, feel yourself relaxing even more. And then imagine that you are floating above the place where you are. that you're moving through the atmosphere of the earth, and you're expanding out and around the whole space where you are. That home, the trees, the forest, the pond, the lakes, just become part of it and expand up and out. Imagine what that's like. Let yourself relax and breathe into that. And just let yourself expand through the earth, up past the earth, into the universe. And just give yourself a feeling of floating. So your visualization is important. So give yourself that visualization, that feeling, and then allow yourself to go by a whole lot of layers of lights and darks, different shades, feeling a thick layer, feeling a sparkling, tingling light, and allowing yourself to come in contact with the Creator that made you. What would that really be like? Are you allowed to live that way? Are you allowed to always be connected? And so that is my nice message as we're just relaxing and feeling into our connection with the unconditional love that made us. Relaxing and breathing, getting ready for the close of our day. And if you would like to know what it feels like to truly relax, say yes out loud so your subconscious mind will accept it. All right? If you would like to know what it feels like and how to live your day-to-day life, totally being accepted and accepting your own self, what would that be like? Say yes if you would like to know that. I know who I am. I know what it feels like. I am allowed to love myself. I'm allowed to accept myself. Those are some really big feelings for you to receive. And then you can keep building on how much you change the way you think about yourself and talk to yourself. So instead of laying on the pillow going, oh, I can't go to sleep, I can't go to sleep, I can't go to sleep, say, this is interesting. I wonder if there's stress anywhere in my body. I wonder what's going on. And just give yourself a few minutes before you go do something else. But give yourself a few minutes to tighten up your fists and let them relax. Tighten up your feet and let them relax. Tighten up your jaw and let it relax. And see if you can identify anything that's going on like that. It might be helpful. So, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And this is me just sending you a little reminder of how amazing it is when you take charge of your own thoughts. And that it is safe and possible for you to relax. It's safe and possible for you to be totally at one with your own amazing self. You can recognize it. It's safe for you to be amazing. You know how to rest. You know how to relax. We have a lot of things there. So if you would like those definitions from God, from the Creator of all that is, just say yes. I know what that feels like. So I hope to see you soon, and I hope that you are well.